what makes Asuka's character so compelling. It's not just the visual design or her tragic backstory. People just connect with her on a level that you don't often see, especially in anime, a medium notorious for its shallow and over-sexualized female cast. Short answer, it's Insecurity. Asuka joins the show in episode 8. She immediately comes off as arrogant. She has a chip on her shoulder and has to prove herself all the time. Hearing that Shinji somehow defeated an angel on his first Evangelion ride made her incredibly jealous. Asuka has never even seen an angel, let alone fight and win. She's been training for years just for this, and someone else, worse, a boy did it like it was nothing. Let's look at her childhood. Asuka grew up in a broken home. Her dad cheated on her mom. This was a big hit to her sanity. Her husband, who vowed till death do us part, just abandoned her for another woman. Unconditional love and loyalty was not guaranteed anymore. So she changed her only relationship left, that is, with her daughter, to a doll. A doll doesn't betray and leave her. A doll will always stay with her. That was the only way she could have a solid ground to step on. Saying this left a deep scar on the young Asuka would be understating. Her father replaced her mother and her mother replaced her. So in Asuka's eyes, love is very much fickle and conditional. She even remembers her dad's new wife saying that she can just stop being Asuka's mom anytime she wants to. So this little girl sought to become unreplaceable. She tried her hardest, and now she's one of the 2 elite child soldiers who can pilot the massive mechs. This still didn't fill the hole in her heart because that's just not how love works. She has a huge crush on this older guy, Kaji, but he kept rejecting her because she was too young. So to achieve love, she had to become a grown-up too. The first time we see her, she slaps Toji for accidentally looking at her panties. She didn't get embarrassed or panicked. She said the slaps were an admission fee for the show. Asuka's trying to be an adult, and adults are supposed to be comfortable with their sexuality. When an angel attacks the fleet, Asuka saw this as an opportunity to prove herself to Shinji and, most importantly, to herself. That is why she took Shinji, to show that she is just as capable as him, if not more. Even her landing has to look cool. Her unquenched desire to show off makes her look arrogant, unruly, and rude. But I think she is the most insecure character of Evangelion, more than our lovable wimp Shinji. Her first encounter with Rei is proof enough. Asuka was excited to finally meet another girl in the same situation as her. She was the only person she could be friends with, but her insecurity doesn't allow equal relationships. She has to be the better of the two. So she took a physically higher place to offer friendship from the high ground. Asuka is standing on top of a concrete wall while Rei is enjoying her German book on what it seems to be about linguistics. Rei looks mature and collected in contrast to Asuka, who is standing there like a weirdo. It further fuels her insecurity about being young and childish. She wants to be an adult, but this girl seems to be more adult than her. Asuka keeps calling her Miss Perfect and resents her for being already more mature than her. When the next angel attacks, she again charges in without notice in an attempt to look flashy and cool. And when they get beaten, she says her debut is ruined. She thinks this is some kind of concert. She is the performer hoping for other people's validation. And if she doesn't perform well, she will be replaced. In order to beat the angel, Shinji and Asuka need to learn to work together. They use this beeping math thingy to practice synchronization, and they're not doing well, but when Rei swapped for Asuka, she and Shinji were doing the dance perfectly well. This not only hurt her pride, as she said, but when Misato said maybe Rei will be a better suitor for this mission than Asuka, it flared up her deep fear of being replaced. It made her really try to be a good partner for Shinji. The two really grow on each other. That one night when they had to go to bed without Misato, Asuka gets up from her bed, goes to the toilet, and ends up, maybe by accident, maybe not, in Shinji's futon. To do that, even unconsciously, she must be getting really close and comfortable with Shinji. He's the first person in a while that didn't belittle her, threaten to replace her, or hurt her ego. She finally has someone she doesn't have to perform for. On my first watch, Shinji trying to kiss her distracted me from the fact that this is the first time we saw Asuka vulnerable. The next time we see her like this was during episode 22. The angel Ariel appears in space. Nerve deployed Unit 02 to snipe the angel with a heavy positron rifle. When Asuka was preparing the shot, the angel cast a beam of light attacking Asuka mentally. There we see for the first time what exactly happened in her childhood that made Asuka that way. The aftermath of the attack was the most gut-wrenching scene for me, saying over and over again that she had been defiled. Whether the writers intended or not, it has an uncanny resemblance to the things sexual assault survivors say they feel. If my theory is right and the story of Evangelion is being dreamed up by Shinji, the implications of the scene are even more horrifying. Asuka is not just a love interest for Shinji, nor is she a girl boss icon with no character. She's a big part of what makes Evangelion great. She has this big hole in her heart that defined who she is in a way that was very relatable and sympathetic for us. I appreciate that her truly innate humanness cuts through the boring artificial female characters we had in recent years. People nowadays just shy from making female characters, especially protagonists, look vulnerable when that is exactly the thing that makes any character, male or female, sympathetic and realistic. I'll leave the video on this somber note. If you would like to see more deep dives into characters, feel free to suggest them to me down in the comment section. And make sure you subscribe to see those breakdowns. As always, take care. I'll be back.